especially the composition. In this case, it's just the fun part of the wave. And so here, I'm going to go to the black and white picture that converts, and you can see the radical change that it's made, and you can start seeing hopefully some of the things I've been talking about, the masks. So I'm going to open this one up in the develop module and show you guys some of the steps that I made. So if I go way back to the beginning and start at ground zero, I converted to black and white. And you can see what happened. I think that the most important thing you have to realize when you convert to black and white is that you still need to mask and you still need to control all the regional dynamics just like you did with a color file. And I also think it's important to note that sometimes I will do that first. I will desaturate a file, edit it completely in black and white, and then add the color back a little bit at the end. And so that gives me the ability to see all the shapes and all the contrast first. So the first thing I did is crop it, and then I had to work on a little bit of cropping to get the right shape of where I wanted the dragon, and I think I moved that around a little bit. And you can see here now I finally found the right crop, and I started adding some brush strokes, and so I'm going to go back and show you some of those. Now this was a move I made right here. After I cropped it, I haven't made any regional moves. Then I came in and made sure I edited this curve so that I could make the whole image with the right amount of contrast in this area here. And so let's take a look at that curve and see what I did. You can see right there I darkened the whole file, and that gave some of the nice gradation from these tones up here to the darker tones. Then I started adding brushes and doing nothing other than regional dynamics. And you can see here I painted in, probably with a lot of clarity.
Width system or
okay, because it's modifying the amount of contrast between that dark area and that light area. So if you overdo it on clarity, that's the effect you're going to get. And thankfully I realized that. Kept editing. I found a spot, and then again it looks like I made a graduated filter and a bad one, and then adjusted it and added another brush to compensate up there, and then kept going. And you can see another point I want to make about black and whites, which I'll show you, is black and white, which is buried in the HSL and color panel, and it's applying this mix with all these color sliders to make it black and white. And that was that preference way at the beginning when I was showing you the auto mix for converting to black and white. Well, you can change these and you can modify these. So this picture before I converted it was primarily green. So if you come in here with the green channel, it's going to affect it dramatically. Okay? So that's one modification you have, and remember there's a lot of yellow and green, so if you take those two sliders you're going to be able to affect this as a black and white considerably. The orange slider isn't going to do much. The magenta slider isn't going to do much because that color is not in the color file. So you have these as a first move, okay? So that's one of the first in black and white. And then again, once I've started